Today, we're going to talk about the murder of Bee Love Slater, a black transgender woman who was brutally killed in Florida in 2019. Her death sparked outrage and calls for justice from the LGBTQ community and beyond. But who was Bee Love Slater, and what happened to her on that fateful night? Bee Love Slater was born as Bowman Slater Jr. on September 10, 1996, in Belle Glade, Florida. She grew up in a conservative and religious family and struggled with her gender identity from an early age. She faced bullying and harassment at school and at home, and often felt alone and misunderstood. She dropped out of high school and moved to Pahokee, Florida, where she found some acceptance and support from friends and mentors. She started to transition and express her true self as a woman, and adopted the name Bee Love, which reflected her personality and aspirations. Bee Love was described by those who knew her as a kind, generous, and loving person who had a bright smile and a big heart. She had dreams of becoming a nurse, a cosmetologist, or a social media influencer. She loved to sing, dance, and make people laugh. She was also a proud and outspoken advocate for transgender rights, and often posted messages of empowerment and encouragement on her Facebook page. However, Bee Love also faced many challenges and dangers as a black transgender woman living in a rural and conservative area. She experienced discrimination, violence, and threats from people who did not accept or understand her identity. She was also involved in some risky relationships and situations that put her in harm's way. She confided in her friends that she wanted to leave Florida and start a new life somewhere else where she could be free and happy. Unfortunately, Bee Love never got the chance to fulfill her dreams. On September 4th, 2019, just 6 days before her 23rd birthday, she was murdered in a horrific way that shocked the nation. Her body was found burned beyond recognition inside her car, which was set on fire in a remote area of Clewiston, Florida. The police initially had trouble identifying her remains, but later confirmed that it was Bee Love Slater. The investigation into her murder revealed that she had been tied up, shot multiple times, and then burned alive by her killer. The police also discovered that she had received threatening messages on social media the night before her death from someone who wanted to expose her as transgender to the world. The messages were traced back to a man named Jamson Richmond, who was also suspected of killing another man named Jamal Hubert earlier that year. Richmond was arrested on September 26, 2019, and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Bee Love Slater and Jamal Hubert. He pleaded not guilty to both charges and is currently awaiting trial. The police are investigating his motive for killing Bee Love Slater and whether it was a hate crime based on her gender identity. The murder of Bee Love Slater sparked outrage and grief among the LGBTQ community and their allies, who demanded justice for her and other transgender victims of violence. According to the Human Rights Campaign, Bee Love Slater was the 18th transgender person killed in 2019, most of whom were black transgender women. The advocacy group called the killings an epidemic of violence against transgender people of color and urged the authorities to take action to protect them. Bee Love Slater's friends and family held vigils and memorials for her, remembering her as a beautiful soul who deserved better. They also created a GoFundMe page to raise money for her funeral expenses and to support her mother. They hope that her story will raise awareness about the struggles and dangers that transgender people face every day and inspire others to be more compassionate and respectful towards them. Bee Love Slater's life was cut short by a senseless act of hatred and cruelty, but her legacy lives on through the people who loved her and the people who fight for justice for her and others like her. She was a brave and strong woman who wanted nothing more than to be herself and to be loved for who she was. She was being loved. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.